Alright, I'm back on the store again. This little frig rig that I did, because this door shell was different from that one. I did some more research. Apparently, the stampings are different. From 70 to 74, they had this style of stamping with an elongated slot where this handle bolts right to it. And then from 75 to 81, you have that style over there. I'm using my phone because my camera died, with the rivet that holds it in place. You can see the rivet to the left. So what I'm going to do is, I had an old shell, a complete door actually, that I got all the hardware out of it, all the window linkage and stuff out of. So what I did is I cut this section out of the stamping, and we're going to replace just this one section here. And I have, you can see to the left here, you can see this square edge and this square edge is actually this opening and that opening. So what's going to happen here essentially is I'm going to remove all this weld and pull this handle off, and I'm going to graft this section into this door skin. I went a little big because I wanted to. I don't have to go all the way over here. I can, I can just go wherever, but I'm kind of using this and this little indent here as my guide here. And as you can see, the raised part of it and the raised part of this all lines up. So the only thing that's different is this right here, is this little lip. Oh, it has it. It's right here. It's right here, and it runs true. All right, so essentially it's the only difference is this part of the stamping is a little deeper than what this is. So we're going to try to graft this into place, and then I can actually use this door handle in the proper spot. It's going to push everything forward, and it's going to allow me to make everything work, because what was happening is I think I welded this too low, and that door panel that I have here, that's an exact template of a door panel for this car. That square hole right here where the handle goes in doesn't line up at all. So it was too high. The actual handle here was hitting. And now that's going to benefit me with my escutcheons too. I don't have to take too much off the backside to make this work, because this will be pulled forward. And so we're going to use this and this as a guide, this as a guide, and we're going to just cut this all out. Maybe not go as hard, because there's a backing plate right here. As you can see, a pinch weld here, and there's another one further up right here. So we might just come along here, along this edge, and we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So that's got to go like that. As you can see, this stamping is not as deep as this one. So that's what I got to do. That's what I got to did. And that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You got to do what you got to did. So we're going to graft this in. You see the round circle here. I went halfway up also. So that's going to be a guideline for me too. That seam, that circle, and those two ends. So I'm going to try to upload this onto the computer, and then I'll try to edit everything. And so what I'm going to do next now is just grind all this off and pull this handle off as best I can. If I have to get a new handle, I will. If I can save it, awesome. If I can't, so be it. Alright guys, so hopefully the next clip will be mashed together with this one, and we will see some progress. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright guys, this is like part 2 of this video. I don't know how I'm going to upload this. I'm going to try it on my computer later on. We got the handle off. I managed to do that today. It came off with a little bit of a fight. This was the block that was welded to it. I had to, as you can see, it's all blue. I really had to put some heat on it. And then I got to the point where I could see the edge of it, and I just chiseled it off with a wood chisel. So essentially now, this, let me get my bearing straight, goes in like this. And then it locks in like that, and then I put the rivet in that hole, and then that's supported there. So we got the handle salvaged. I'm going to go with Chef Tush's idea about the Velcro instead of using the AstroTurf. This stuff seems to be more akin to what comes from the factory. And I still got a bunch of this left over, so I don't need that much, so it won't be too bad. I'll probably use about this much of it of the top of my hand. So we're going to go with that. And this is the piece that I scabbed out of the old door shell that was in the backyard. And what we're working on right now is try to fit it. And we'll take a walk over there in a second. We're going to try to fit this on the actual door shell itself. So, hold on a second. I got to hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay. The handle's off. The handle's off, as you can see. All that muck is going to be going. I have some zip screws, tech screws, self-tappers. We'll put these little buggers over here. We'll put them right in this little channel here. And this is actually, I left myself just enough room where that fits right there like that. And it fits nice and tight here. And it fits on this keyway here all the way around. And you can see an alignment hole there, so that lines up, so that's going to work. And the only thing I have to do is, when I get this screwed in, and I'm going to have to bridge this little section here. That's it. And I might not go this far. I might just take this like this and cut this kind of on a diagonal to stay away from the actual regulator. So all this has to come out, but this is as far as I got today. And I cleaned it up. It's all cleaned up. I left whatever prime is there from the factory. I left it because it's still intact. It's not, it's not rusty or flaking off. And chances of this seeing that much water and rain are slim to none, so I'm not too worried about it. I will back prime it though. I think I have some weld-through primer left over. If not, I'll have to get another can. So essentially, we're looking at that. I'm going to screw this all in now. Put some zip screws, and then I'll bring you back when that's set. Okay, guys, I got to thinking here. Let me run this by you. I want to run this by you. Why in the hell would I have to cut that section out if I'm sitting right where it's got to be, and it's secured, and this is going to be behind a panel, buried. It's nice and tight. Why can't I just zip screw it like that and leave it and save me the grief from cutting all this out and trying to shape it? And in the event, whatever, I can retain the 70 to 74 door and have the 75 to 81 handle. And it's just a matter of popping things off if need be, if I want to go another route another day. Let me, tell me what you guys think about this, because this will save me a ton of work and a ton of grief. I'll cut this right along here like this. This ain't going anywhere. It's nice and tight. I'll throw in a zip screw here, pop one right in here. We're tied up the top. What do you think? Let me put a few more screws in. We'll take a look at it. Give me a second. Be right back. All right, we're all screwed in. And aside from me just lopping this off here, which I can do, I can actually come down here and just cut this off like this and throw a couple more screws here. I don't think I'm going to weld it in. I don't know. I'm torn now. There's so much work for me to cut this and scribe this all in and make this perfect, where it's done. It's done solid. What to do, fellas? What to do? Help me. Help me. Alright, tell me what you think. Peace.